very strange ways.
Yes,
I should say.
And vicious.
Vicious, I should say.
Yes.
I mean, for you, I mean, just to give people an idea of your style, which I relish, you say, now put Cottontail aside, take a couple of decades to regain your breath and listen to John Coltrane subjecting some helpless standard to ritual murder.
Yes. I said that, that's true. Yeah.
I won't waste time trying to be funny about John Coltrane because Philip Larkin has already done it, lavishingly all his comic invention on the task of conveying his authentic rage. And you go on and on and on to talk about, you oppose Ben Webster, who's one of my very favorite musicians, to...
I still think that Coltrane is the sonic equivalent of a toothache. And I'm sure some of his relatives are here. I've been warned always, especially in New York, to be very careful what you say about jazzmen. Some of their relatives might be present. But I thought that Coltrane was deliberately out to alienate me. And I'm reliably informed that that's what the music is intended to do. You must be in no doubt.
And you couldn't tap, you couldn't...
No. Well, you can break a leg to it, but you can't tap your foot to it, And, but I offer no apologies because I'm thinking back to a time, and not too long ago, when there was a consensus about Coltrane as he was the acme of the art. He and Sonny Rollins and a whole gang of people that I could barely listen to, culminating in Archie Sheppard.
Larkin left British poetry sick and wheezing in the casualty ward of modern culture. To be true, but unkind, Larkin could find words for poems, but not for people. He had a deep fear of human involvement, and the only poem in which he urges us to be kind is about a dead hedgehog. Deprivation is for me what daffodils are to Wordsworth, he once remarked. He was a professional grouser who didn't mind confessing what a poor thing his life actually was.
Man hands-on.
Well, it certainly isn't for a good laugh. It's a drab world that Larkin invites us into, of suffering and solitude, sexual disappointment and the fear of death.
Anti-intellectualism of the English, confirming them in their belief that belief was largely a bad thing. He set the seal on their parochialism, sponsoring the idea that free verse begins at Calais. And his own work excludes and represses with ruthless efficiency, hacking the world down to fit its own meagre vision.